think about your company and how to change their perception. So anyway, again, I'm going to ask you to click the like button, the subscribe button, and this is 5 Minutes with TLS. Performing an inventory is a difficult task. That's what people tell me, but in reality, it's not. There's some very basic things you need to understand when you're going to perform an annual physical inventory. Some people don't do it annually. I've seen companies, they count the entire warehouse. These are smaller warehouses, once a month or once a quarter. They don't have any technology in their facility, so they're forced to do that because they don't have any type of WMS system. With WMS, you can cycle count. You can cycle count without a WMS system. Just makes it a little more time consuming. But the act of performing a physical inventory should not be that difficult. There's some basic things you need to take into account. Number one, be careful of bringing salespeople into the process of performing a physical inventory. Many executives will tell me, well, they bring salespeople in because they want to make sure the count is accurate. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. That means your warehouse people are responsible for receiving and counting the inventory throughout the year. They're responsible for picking and counting the inventory throughout the year. They're responsible for validating the count of the inventory throughout the year, but they're not intelligent enough to count it the one time a year that you do it. Complete idiocy. It makes zero sense. If you have warehouse employees that are not able to count the material throughout the year, they should not even be there by the time you take your physical, because you should have already gotten rid of those employees. I know people say we're in a labor shortage and you got to have a body. I agree, but how much is that body helping you if they continuously pick material wrong, which causes the customer to be pissed off, which causes your inventory to be inaccurate, which makes your count at the end of the year even more laborious and more time consuming. If your employees are a problem throughout the year and you can't trust them at the end of the year to take your physical, first thing you need to do to get an accurate physical is get rid of those problem employees. Next thing you need to do when you're hiring people, you need to make sure people can count and they can add and do basic math. Seems crazy, but you would be amazed how many people cannot do basic math and they're working in your warehouse. Now, when I say basic math, most people can do 2 plus 2 and 4 plus 4, but they need to pick 56 and there's a case of 20, the product comes in a case of 25. Are they going to be able to figure that out? Are they going to stand there and just count out 56 pieces instead of 2 cases of 25 with 6 extra? If you are in the process of hiring people, you should have a basic math test as part of your hiring process. Seems crazy, but if your inventory is not accurate, what's the reason it's not accurate? Is it because your product is so complex that no one understands it and they're picking the piece with the little fitting on it as opposed to the piece without the fitting on it? Or the P-trap with the nut and the one, they should have picked the one without the nut? Is that what the problem is? Or is it a counting problem? They're picking the wrong products because, not the wrong products, they're picking the wrong quantity of products. I'm sure you have problems with picking the right products as well, but one of the things that I've realized in my years of working in this industry, many people cannot do basic math when it comes to using alternate units of measures. So fix that, fix the employee situation. The next step you need